Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about finding the motivation to not watch porn and ultimately providing you with some strategies and tips that you can use to build a successful and really foolproof plan as far as removing porn from your life. But before we get into today's video, guys, let me remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at Rebuilt Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn those post notifications on so you are notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for those of you guys that are in the early stages of identifying some problems with pornography and are looking for a plan to help you remove porn from your life, make sure to pick up our free ebook. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn, where we walk you through how to identify some of the areas in which porn has negatively impacted your life, how to build a plan and process for removing porn from your life, and then ultimately what you need to do to ensure you can execute and hold yourself accountable to follow through on this plan and ultimately remove porn from your life for good and step into a life that you know you were created to live. But let's get back to today's video, guys. Finding the motivation to not watch porn. And I think that, this is going to be an important part in your success, in your journey, and ultimately in you fully recovering from your porn addiction, because no matter what plan you're on, no matter what path you're going through, when you're rewiring and rebuilding your body and changing the way that your brain is structured and changing the way your heart is and changing how you view the world, we know that this is the process, and we know that it's going to be a few months, in order to fully change, in order to fully rewire ourselves to where we're no longer pulled or no longer, triggered or called to view porn. So finding the motivation is going to be very important, especially in the early stages. And I think in order for us to understand where we can find motivation is we have to get to the root, and we have to understand what drives and motivates humans really from our creation. And humans, and I've talked about this on a few different other videos, humans are motivated by two different factors. They're motivated by the pursuit of pleasure. So they're motivated by seeking out a goal and chasing it and going after the goal because they know that there's going to be a pleasurable outcome in fulfilling that. And they're also motivated by the avoidance of pain. So understanding that there's something driving us, something holding us back, something that's painful, something that does not bring us pleasure, and we want to move away from that. So motivation comes from the pursuit of pleasure or the avoidance of pain. So how can we build this into our plan of removing porn from our life? And I think it gets down to the root of living with intentionality, of living with a purpose for our life. So one of the early things that we do in our recovery, and actually we walk you through this process in the 7-step guide. So make sure you do click the link down below. I'm gonna link it in that first pinned comment. But you gotta build a plan for your life. So this is gonna be the motivator factor. This is gonna be the pursuit of pleasure. So think about the man that you can become. Think about all the areas that you can step into a higher level of success. Think about all the areas of achievement that you can now pursue once you've been able to remove pornography. So obviously one that we know is going to be a big importance is in an improving of your relationships. Right now, porn has negatively impacted how you view people. It's negatively impacted your ability to love, to get intimate, to really share and connect with others. So one thing that we can go to is obviously an improved area of relationships. So that's going to be in our pursuit of pleasure. Okay, now obviously we want to really think about all the areas in our life, and I teach kind of the 5 S. So faith, fitness, finance, family, and freedom. So when we're building a plan for our life and we're building a vision and creating a target for us to hit, we want to get very, very clear on where we're trying to go, and then live with intention every single day. Live with a reminder of where we're trying to go to. So we're constantly reminding ourselves of this pleasure. We're constantly reminding ourselves of the goal. We're constantly reminding ourselves of the target of where we're trying to go. And this is something that needs to be done on a consistent and daily basis. You have to live with intention. You have to live with purpose. And that's going to be one area of your motivation. Is staying on track, staying on target, not falling back into the old patterns, not falling back into the old ways. So that's one, okay? That's the pursuit of pleasure. Now the avoidance of pain. This is the tough work, guys. This is the work that most men don't want to do, because you got to look at the negative impact that porn has had on your life right now. Okay, so really sit down and get clear on how has it impacted your ability to connect with others? How has it possibly impacted your ability to move forward in your life and in your career? How has it impacted your ability to maybe build the body or changes your physique in the way that you've always wanted to because you're constantly droggy. Your testosterone is dipped down below subpar numbers. So really look at all the negative areas and then take it a step further. So if you know that your life has gotten this bad because of porn, if you don't remove porn from your life, how bad can it potentially get? And this is, like I said, this is one of the hardest parts that most men struggle, because we don't want to look ourselves in the mirror and say, if you do not clean yourself up, if you do not change your habits, if you do not change your behaviors, not only is your life going to be as bad as it is right now, but it's going to get a lot worse. So this gives us that driver from avoidance of pain, because when we're living with intentionality and we're moving towards our future, we're moving towards the target of life that we're trying to create, we always have in the back of our mind the reminder of where we are and where we potentially get to. So if you're looking for motivation, two things you want to do is you want to create a target of where your life is trying to get to. You want to create a target of the man that you're trying to be. The phrase that we use here is the man that you were created to be. So connecting with your creator and understanding that you were given a purpose, you were given a set of skills, you were given a dream that was placed in your heart, and it's your job to create a life where you move towards that target every single day. So you'll find motivation in the pursuit of pleasure, and then the big kicker here is the avoidance of pain. So think about how bad your life is right now and how much worse it could potentially be, and then live with intention to move away from that person every single day, closer to the man that you're trying to become. So that's it, guys. If you're looking for motivation, you got to start with having a plan for your life, where you're trying to go, and having a plan of where you do not want to fall victim to. And that's the path to creating a process to getting you out of porn addiction. Obviously, the rewiring of your brain, the rebuilding of your body, the reshaping of your heart, all the things we teach you in the 7-step guide, and all the things that are included in our Reboot Your Life coaching program. So, like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on. If you're looking for help and assistance in removing porn from your life, download the free ebook. It's linked down there in that first pinned comment. But Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery, helping you guys understand how to find more motivation to not watch porn today and ultimately create the life that you were designed to live, one that is 100% porn free. Frank Rich, I'll see you guys on the other side.